Solaris Budgets here, and I'm on a journey to ensure a better financial future for myself by budgeting, hybrid cash stuffing and doing savings challenges. So welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for all the love on my recent videos. I still don't understand where it's all come from. I don't know if it's an algorithm thing, I just don't know. So I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get around to answering all your comments or responding to all your comments. It's just been a really busy week. You can hear my voice is still a bit strained. So I filmed my cash stuffing video yesterday, and you're seeing it today, which is Saturday. And yeah, my voice is still really strained. I don't know what it is other than just talking a lot and really loudly in a very loud environment. So unfortunately, you're just gonna have to put up with that for this video. So today we're going to do a cash condensing and count up what's in my binders for the end of September. Yeah, it's just wild to me that we're at the end of September. Just going to take a quick drink. Wow, my voice is just, I don't know what's happening. It's really weird. Anyway, so I did actually film this twice yesterday. The first time I filmed it, I didn't press record, so that was great. And the second time I filmed it, I went to edit it, and it was just really zoomed in and you just couldn't see anything, and I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm putting that as a video. So what I did is I watched my cash stuffing video back to put the cash back in so I could see what denominations are in. Now it might not be perfect, so I do apologise if there is a discrepancy in the notes in the binders, but it should be the right amounts in the binders. I hope that makes sense. So yeah. Anything else? I've had to make a really a sad decision about running my 10k that was due to run the beginning of October. So if you're new here, I run. I wouldn't call myself a runner. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm really slow and probably not that good at it. So I started running in 2019. I followed the couch to 5k in the summer between finishing my undergrad and starting my PhD. I started it because it was free. Now if you start running and you're like, oh yeah, this is a really cheap hobby, just you wait. You should really invest in proper running shoes, and then you have running shoes for different terrains, and then there's races, and then there's clothes, and then yeah, it's a whole thing. But it was really great, and it was really great for my mental health as well. Now I did a 10k last October, I did a half marathon in March, and something went really weird with my knee and my hip. And then I took some time off, and then I was doing short bursts of running kind of April, May, June, and then in July I got really ill, and I never really said much about it because I just didn't think it was that important. But basically I just couldn't eat, and that happened for 6 weeks, and I'd be really just struggling to just find the motivation to actually eat and feel well enough to eat. I don't know if it was stress or something, but yeah, I didn't realize how much that has affected my low level of fitness. I thought, I'll be fine. I have gone through periods of not running for a while, and then I can quite easily build up again. And I was starting with that. When you train for these races, you start really slowly. You do your easy runs, you do your sort of speed work, and then you do your long distance. And it was fine until I ran 6k, which is not a lot for me. And something didn't feel right in my knees. I sort of took 2 days off, and then I did my easy run, and my easy run was just incredibly painful. So I talked to my partner about it. We did, talk to the NHS about it, and I said I'd take a week off and assess. And my knees, even just standing or walking, have just been incredibly sore. Now I could push through it. I could risk it on the day and go running for a 10k, and it could be fine. But I only have one set of knees, and I think this became really apparent, and I need to do this properly. I can't go from essentially probably having no fitness from being ill to running a 10k in 6 weeks. It's just not possible. It is possible. It would just be really dumb. So really I'm just waiting for just the pain of the knee to like kind of calm down, and then it's just gonna be a very, very slow build back up to where I was. I think, you know, I'm gonna do couch to 5k again. I'm gonna be like really focusing on like my hip, my glute strength to help my knees, and then probably seeing some physio as well. But it was really running means so much to me, and being forced to like stop really hurts like mentally as well. I have been trying to get out and do daily walks. I've been doing a little bit of cycling just to sort of keep moving, but yeah, I don't know, I was just really sad when I had to make that decision. But I think it's the best decision, because even when I'm just walking about, I can feel my knees now, and I actually just need to fix the problem before I start doing conditioning. Anyway, I'm looking at my timer, and that was 6 minutes of me rambling, and we haven't done anything. So yeah, I'm just having a bit of a pity party about me not being able to run at the moment. So really sorry. You're not here for that. Anyway, so we are going to, cache, condense, and count up what's in my binders. I already know the numbers because I did this twice yesterday. But we'll crack on and do it again. So we're going to do it in a weird order again, like we did last month. We're going to do some binders first, and then anyway, so we're first going to start with the pink binder. So I'm just going to make sure you're in frame, because I realise a lot of the time that you're not in frame, and I feel really like the binders are not in frame. So it's just, I have a really small desk space. I really want a really big desk, it's my goal, but I have a desk, so I can't really justify buying another desk. So we have £5 in personal spending. Okay. Groceries. We have come really under budget in groceries this month. There was actually 146 in here, but what I've done is I moved 100 into holiday. So I've already done that like off camera, so there's only 46 in groceries. And like I get jam donut vouchers, so I've still got jam donut vouchers to use for this shop, and then our new budget starts next week. Eating out has got 10, and then I can tell you this now, household has got nothing. Like the months I've decided to reduce our household budget is the months that like all our sort of toiletries that we only have to buy like every few months have run out. So like face wash, all of the soaps we have 3 sinks in this flat, like the kitchen and then the 2 bathrooms, and all of them ran out at the same time. I'm like, great, okay. And then like face wash and stuff. So yeah, it is what it is though, you know, we do this for a reason. So let's add this up, and we've got no cash to condense from that binder, so 46 plus 5 plus 10, which gives us a total of 61, and I have done that in the wrong thing. I did this yesterday, I've done it again today. 61, and then we're going to just highlight it. So normally I go into the purple binder, but I'm going to go into the yellow binder next, mainly because I know there's a lot of cash in here. So in Christmas we have 150, 70, 80, 95, and I want to condense that. So 295 in Christmas. I know there is 20s in another envelope in here. So let me just do that now. Cheating a little bit, but it's really difficult when you do this hybrid method where like you're just trying to get the notes out so you can condense, but you need the notes initially to condense anyway. So let's go back to annual bills. So this is for stuff like contents, insurance, TV license, water, etc. Taking the tracker out because we dip into this, like it's not something that like comes out once a year. Some things come out like every 6 months and stuff like that. So I've just taken that out. So in annual bills we have 120, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. So we can do 50, and actually let's take those 10s and let's put in a 50 placeholder. So let's just check that that is right. 150, 70, 90. Car annuals, so this is stuff like insurance, MOT and service, tax, all that good stuff. So we've got 100, 200, 300 and 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 405. So let's take out 100, 40, 60, 80, 91. So it's nice to see that building slowly. Oh, I've written them in and I haven't put it on the bank, great. So 170 in annual bills and 405. So for annual bills we took out 50. And for car annuals we'll put back 100. Okay, so next we will go to my purple binder. I haven't totaled that yet. 195 plus 170 plus 405, 770. Ooh, another exciting thing we've done. I don't know if like anyone else is planning a wedding or people that have planned weddings before. Did you just feel like you just have zero clue what you're doing? And it feels like everybody else knows what they're doing, but you absolutely don't know what you're doing. So like we have a venue, photographer, videographer. I have a wedding dress and we sent out save the dates. But as of yesterday, we now have our celebrant for our wedding, which is really, really exciting. She was great. I'm really excited to work with her. So now we actually are going to have a ceremony, which is great. But yeah, I said it on the phone, I don't know what I'm doing. I just like, we just feel like we're just sort of stabbing in the dark a little bit, but yeah, I don't know, does anyone else feel like that, or is that just us? So this is variable sinking funds. This is stuff that we don't need to dip into every week or every month. I'm not gonna cut my pen, but like it's good to have. So health has got 45. And really we're focusing with health is on my optician's appointment in December or November. I don't know what I do. Car we have 35, but I'm gonna get a £10 placeholder for us. So 35 in car, that's all done digitally. Yeah, but no, I feel like now it's sort of becoming a wedding, which is quite nice. Whereas before I just felt like it was just a thing we were doing, and I just feel really excited about it now. And also like I don't feel like I'm that like particular about what I want. My goal is like, you know, we are going to get married, but it's just going to be a really fun day to have like everyone together and just, yeah, I'm not like we have to have this specific flowers or these specific decorations or like, yeah, I really, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I just want people to have fun. Gifts has got Sunny. Self-care has got 30, 40, 50. And I'm going to take this 40 back to the bank because I have appointments coming up. So I'm just going to put the 50 in. But I probably will change it for smaller denominations. Let's just make a note. 50 and then yeah, and that is that binder. We haven't got anything in fitness because we have spent it all. So let's add this up. $45 plus 35 plus 30 plus 20 plus 50 gives us 180. Oh, well, my fairy light's flashing. I hope they're not too irritating on camera. Right, the next binder is the long-term binder. So I haven't really stuffed much in this binder for the past few months, but I'm hoping in the next few months we will start coming back to it. So House deposit has got £1,544.85. I'm tracking interest on the house deposit and the wedding, but everything else I'm not. Even though that these are all digital. 44.85. Okay. Ireland has got 350. Holiday, now I moved £100 in from groceries, so we should have 1,000 in here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. So I'm gonna put just £1,000 placeholder in. I have an interest on some of these, but I'm just not gonna track it. Car maintenance is fully funded with 1,000. Tech we're not counting because it's got nothing in it. Wedding is fun because we track interest and also how much we spent. So we've got 33.83 £12 minus 222 9.69 28 3. And then emergency fund is fully funded with, it should be 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. That's that kind of done. Nothing to condense there, and this is where it is exciting or really annoying to count up. So it's 10, 9, 50 plus, I'm going to do the 2,000 plus 350 plus 2544.85, which gives us 43998.28. So I'm just going to square that off. Right. Then we get into the fund binders, and the fund binders are the Savings Challenge binders. So let's go into the rollover challenge. Oh, there's too many things. So the rollover challenge has 40. So let's just take those two 10s and give it a 20. Roll and match has 20, 40, 50, 65. Have I got a 50 placeholder? Give me a sec. Thought I'd got all my placeholders out, but it turns out I hadn't. So let's take 20. Let's take 50 and put in a placeholder, and we'll take 50 back to the bank. So there's 65 in roll and match. And then we take 50. 50. So anytime there is 50, we can take, that's what we're doing. Then we've got the 2025 challenge. So I don't think, well, let's get rid of those two 10s and put in a 20. Oh, didn't count how much was in there, did I? 20. So there's 120 in Save 2025. Okay, then we've got a Fiver Friday, which has got 150, 70, 90, 200. Okay, so let's do this. Right, 5 Friday, we're taking about 50, and it's got 200 in it. So let's put that placeholder back. Let's get another 100. 2 20s and a 10. Grand. Okay, the next challenge is my penny challenge, which I do entirely digitally. So for the penny challenge, I round up anything that isn't groceries or household to the nearest £5, and also any side hustle money that I get that is less than a fiver, I put into the penny challenge, and there is about £397.56 in there. So let's add all that up. So 40 plus 65 plus 120 plus 200 plus 397.56, which gives us £822.56. Now, there is one more binder that I've introduced as of my last cash stuffing, and this is another savings challenge binder. So let's just square that off. So I'm not expecting to have too much in here, but we can just see if we can condense anything into larger notes. So in challenge 1, we've got 15, so we took 2 5s, put in a 10. In challenge 2, we have got 5. Yeah, can't condense that. In challenge 3, we've got 15. Can't condense that. Challenge 4, we have got 20, and we can condense that. Challenge 5, we've got 5. And then challenge 6, we have got 10. So 15 plus 5 plus 15 plus 20 plus 5 plus 10, which gives us 70. Okay, so let's add this up. So it was 70 plus, let's move that out of the way, £822.56 plus 43, oh, I don't know what I was doing, 43,998.28 plus 770 plus 180 plus 61. Just gives us, you're gonna be really annoying, so I'm just gonna turn these lights off. I don't know why they're so unhappy. So we've got 45901.84. Last month we had 4535.67. Well, that's not right. 451. Right. So we've had an increase of £766.17. That doesn't feel right. That feels like too much. 70 plus 822.56 plus 43998 plus 770 plus 180 plus 61. Yeah, it is right. Okay, so that makes a massive difference from last month. So last month, if you didn't watch, I was down about 100 and something quid, and I think that's because we basically paid for all of our annual bills. So like everything comes out in like August, so like TV lessons, all that good stuff. So yeah, that is a massive shock, because I was maybe expecting it to go up by maybe 50 or 100, so to have it go up by that much is just insane. And I think, like everyone says, it never feels like you're putting that much aside each month. It's a £5 or a £10 or whatever, but it does show that it really adds up. Now, a lot of that money is in our wedding fund, which I expect in the next year is going to massively deplete as we pay for things, which is what it was there for. And again, I kind of want to emphasize this. I didn't really emphasize this at the beginning, and I should have, but everyone's financial situation is very, very different. Everyone's sort of lives are very different. You know, me and my partner, we don't have children, we don't have any dependents, we rent, so we don't have any of the associated costs with owning a home, and we have no debt as well. That's not to boast, that's just, you know, giving you the context. So we're able to, you know, we don't pay for a lot of things, we don't have to pay for a lot of things, you know, we don't do big Christmases, we don't do big birthdays, we don't really go out to eat much, and we don't even get takeaways really anymore. Like, it just, we really like sort of cut down our spending, which has been really great, and also doing all this like sort of delayed gratification with spending money has been really eye-opening. And switching to cash, so before I used to just do entirely placeholders, and now I do a mixture of cash and placeholders, and having the cash there it just makes such a difference. You're so aware of it, and you're like, I don't want to spend this is my money that I want to save. So yeah, but anyway, so I'm going to take this money to the bank and get it paid in and allocated to the right places, and then I will see you next time for cash stuffing October week 1. Absolute madness, but here we are. I've just got to accept it, we just got to crack on. So take care of yourselves, thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.